Good morning, I'm Josiah Melky. Welcome to Pixar Movie Reviews. Before I get started, I think I owe you an explanation about today's show. You see, the last couple reviews, actually all the Pixar movie reviews I've done so far have been in our living room, my family's living room. But Joy, my youngest sister, is on her fall break from college, and she's been working late. So she slept in the living room this morning. And so I had to find another place to do the show. And with today's show being girl-oriented, I decided the best place to do that was my biggest little sister, Jordan's bedroom. So that's why I'm doing it in my sister's room today. But other than that, it's still going to be the same Pixar reviews, so let's get to it. Today's Disney Pixar movie, after years of some struggle, Pixar found their footing again in Disney and Pixar's 15th feature film, Inside Out. Released at theaters June 19th, 2015, to get to Inside Out, we have to trace back Pixar's 5-year history. 5 years and 1 day before Inside Out, we had Pixar's last really big success with Toy Story 3. It was Pixar's first billion-dollar grossing film, first animated movie in general to make that much money, actually, and won 2 Academy Awards for Best Animated Feature and Best Original Song for We Belong Together. The years that followed were years of struggle, as we had Pixar's first critical flop with Cars 2, and then Pixar films Brave and Monsters University, which were good, but weren't the successes Pixar had been aiming for. 2014 was the first year without a Pixar movie since 2005, as production problems on The Good Dinosaur caused that film to be pushed back, making 2015 the first year with 2 Pixar movies. Inside Out was the first of those movies. Like I said, it opened summer 2015, it made over $858 million worldwide, and did extremely well with reviews, bringing in several Best Animated Feature awards, including the Academy Award. After the lean years from 2011 to 2013, and a rare off year with 2014, Inside Out helped bring Pixar back to prominence for the time being, and I'm really glad it came along with it did, because I really enjoy this film. It's about growing up, it's about balancing your emotions, and it's about learning to trust those around you to help you. So here's the story of Inside Out. The beginning of the film poses a question: what goes on inside a person's head? Inside Out sets out to find the answer. The star of the film is a little girl named Riley who lives with her parents in Minnesota. Her emotions, joy, sadness, anger, fear, and disgust, help Riley in her everyday activities. She has great parents, great friends, and a pastime she loves, ice hockey. Things couldn't be better. But when she turns 11, her dad starts up a new business in San Francisco, forcing the family to move halfway across the country for the job. Joy, as Riley's lead emotion, she's been Riley's lead emotion for years, tries to keep things positive, but things don't work out the way they hoped they would. The new house stinks, literally and figuratively. Their moving truck gets lost. They serve broccoli on pizza, which is just disgusting. And Riley's first day at school isn't all that great either. Joy and sadness accidentally get lost in long-term memory, where all the past memories are stored. And they have to team up with Riley's long-forgotten imaginary friend Bainbon to get back to headquarters, where the emotions live and work. Meanwhile, anger, fear, and disgust try to keep Riley under control in Joy and Sadness' place, while Joy and Sadness make their way back home. Inside Out has a lot of positives. First off is the great voice cast. You have Amy Poehler as Joy, Phyllis Smith as Sadness, Richard Kind as Bainbon, Louis Black as Anger, Bill Hader as Fear, and Mindy Kaling as Disgust. All of the emotions are their own unique personality. Overly positive character like Joy could have been really annoying really quickly, but Amy gives Joy dimension and helps her learn more that you can't always be happy. It takes all your emotions working together to make you truly happy. Sadness has her own little arc where she's trying to she's trying to find her place in headquarters and help Riley out, but sometimes it's just hard when you're so negative all the time. The other emotions all have their defining characters as well, and Bane Bond could have easily just been one of those annoying comic relief sidekicks, but he actually has a lot of dimension too, and helps Joy and Sadness very well on their mission. And he does provide comic relief, but also provides a lot of the heart for the film. And he's got a really sad conclusion that I don't want to spoil for those who haven't seen it yet, but I hope you have your Kleenexes, because it'll be rough. I also really love the world building. The emotions live in headquarters, where they make these memories, and then you've got all these different places that Joy and Sadness have to go to get back to headquarters. Long-term memory, dream productions, where they make Riley's dreams like movies, imagination land, and of course the subconscious, where all the nightmares are, namely Jangles the Clown. That might scare a few kids, but just forewarning. I also love the messaging of the film. Joy and Sadness are some of my favorite Pixar characters. Here's Joy, and here's Sadness. I got these for my little sister Joy for Christmas one year. I believe it was the year the film came out, 2015. Joy and Sadness are a great pair. They start off having trouble getting along with each other because Joy's so positive and Sadness is so negative all the time. But they eventually build up their relationship where they have to work together to help Riley. Basically, it's the same as the Woody-Buzz relationship in Toy Story and the Mike and Sully relationship in Monsters University. But Joy and Sadness are great characters, and it's really good because Pixar hadn't had a great group of protagonists for a while yet. Probably not since Toy Story 3, and then not again for a while, at least until Incredibles 2. But even then, that's saying something because those were characters we knew. The messaging of Inside Out, as I was trying to say earlier, is really important. That it's what Joy thinks is happy is fun, stuff like hockey and desserts and whatnot, and that's really not true happiness. True happiness is going to talk to friends and family about things that are troubling you, and what you do to deal with it, and how if you have friends and family to help you, it'll all work out in the end. And that's what Joy learns on her mission with Sadness and Bane Bond to get back to headquarters, is to let the other emotions do their jobs, to help Riley feel the negative stuff before she can be positive again. I think literally my only fault with this movie is I wish we had gotten more of the characters. It's really Joy and Sadness' story, and Bane Bond is the cherry on top of the sundae. But I actually wish we had gotten more with the emotions. I'm really hoping they do an Inside Out sequel in 10 or 15 years so that the other emotions can get more to do. But all in all, Inside Out, after a couple of lean years, Inside Out is a triumph in the Pixar library. And it's good because it's something we had needed for 5 years after Toy Story 3. Inside Out is currently my third favorite Pixar movie of all time, behind Toy Story 3 and Incredibles 2. The latter of which is coming up in a few weeks, but there you go. So that's my thoughts on Inside Out. I absolutely love it. Do you love Inside Out? Let me know what you think of it. And thanks so much. I'm Josiah Milky. Thanks for watching.